that is in front of Skeps and Adil from PES right there.
Right now I can see the kill feed is running, and H2E Ati just got knocked down, and we still have 16 teams left. 55 players are there. Royal Doctor coming into action, knocked down RS Lucifer and killed him instantly. Meanwhile, Skyesh also killed Zarar Theta. So fights are breaking out in left and right and center. Meanwhile, by the looks of it, Thug, they got a very good position inside the circle, and Zarar, they are having a fight with NFP, but Zigzag got knocked out and got killed.
Oh yes, this did not work out towards Zarar's push because NFP had the information and NFP knew exactly where to put their crosshairs towards. With that, of course, this is a bit too close for Ash as well as the other player from the likes of Zarar, because Ali, well, dude, I mean, this is not looking too good. Professor is already at his half HP, and Zarar's push certainly could not be any better. I mean, they have to fall back. They certainly ought to fall back.
Yep, otherwise they're going to be in a little bit of big trouble right now. Professor cooking a grenade, lob a grenade towards the side of NFP. Skyesh got knocked out, and Professor gonna confirm that kill, but unfortunately he got knocked out. Meanwhile, Zarar got eliminated by NFP, and Sky Cutter got the title of, he got 3 kills for himself as well as for his team, and Zarar got eliminated at the 15th position with 3 kills.
Well, GG's indeed. They tried their level best. With that, we move on down towards Arcadians right here, and Arcadians are trying to take a fight up against ESN, and ESN is busy far away, taking down players who are far away from the circle itself, and well, utilizing it in their favor because, of course, the circle is damaging as well as ESN players.
Yeah, as well as ESN player. Meanwhile, what a nade from the Fuzzan, and Gambler's side, Gambler got a knock and thrown one more grenade towards the side of the player of ESN, and ARK just marching towards the player of ESN, and could Gally able to eliminate that team, but nice retaliation fire coming from the side of Tala.
Absolutely, right here we can see that ESN Khan is the one that we were looking at, who was on the outside and now is, well, finally able to bring down the team, and dominating play from Asan has brought 4 kills to the team, and Arc, the push, not working in their favor. Arcadians had a decent run, but it was not in their favor. Eventually, you move on the conversation down towards Hellrangers, and Hellrangers right here have Star player in their crosshairs. Star has only 1 man alive over there, whereas the other team members probably not around from the looks of it. And with that, we have 3 people from Star still alive, so that's a good thing. He just needs to get away from those trenches and maybe even bring down the player of Immobilist.
Yeah, but that's not looking good because he got stuck in the sewers. Meanwhile, NFP Sky Esports got eliminated on 12% with 6 kills, which is a decent amount of kills. Meanwhile, H2E Jigsaw coming to action, knocked out 1 player, confirming kills for himself. And, right now, if we talk about survival status, Magnus Esports, they got 5 kills and the 4 men alive for them, and Royal Paraboy is taking cover of the barn and still hiding behind that barn. And I think so, maybe the first thing is some, pop some smoke so that you can make an extra cover for yourself.
Absolutely, because again, Star has that information. Fury Ops right here, setting himself up and getting himself acclimated to the new trenches home that they found for themselves. All 3 members are in those trenches from Star, so that could very well be working in their favor as they are away from all of the amazing, crazy battles that are going on this farm area right here. And of course, Bale is the only thing that you can use for your covers, but for how long are you going to be able to do that? Of course, as you so said, Phoenix, they are going to have to bring in a bit more of smoke approach, because otherwise you are going to be picked off left, right and center, and that's exactly what ends up happening when you are in an open area and in a fight.
The same thing happened with the player from Freestyle Respect. He was trying to, he knocked down 1 player, but he was in an open area, so he got spotted down and knocked out instantly, and this is not looking good for Freestyle because 2 players got knocked out. They have to revive their players. After that they can take some fight. But meanwhile, on the 9th position, Destroy Esports taken exit with only 1 kill, and MG is weakened. He got 3 kills for himself.
Wow, this is looking phenomenal from the side of course, MG, because they have 11 kills in total from the lobby, and with that, of course, the Royals getting eliminated, and PES were in the open towards the north, but there is a team to contest them as well. Will they be able to, or rather will they be allowed to to make this approach into the circle. Only time will tell. With that, of course, MSG right here is the one that will be in front, and they seem to be taking a fight against Hellrangers. Hellrangers, all 4 players looking pretty good and pretty sorted, but there are a lot of utilities that are being thrown down towards the side of course, MSG, and the question is, MGS, what are you going to be able to do? You've already got 2 players knocked, and Hellrangers, they have, well, no damage taken thus far.
Yeah, true, and they got in center of the zone. They got plenty of, a good position right now on the 7th position. Expensive has taken exit with 3 kills, and Roni just, living up to his name, trying to dish out some damage, but could not able to do that. They're very far away, and Adnan, he has 1 AK with a level 3 kit and with 1 level 1 vest, which is not a good combination, Gordon.
Absolutely, and right here, PES, as we were just talking about it, they are in the up or north towards the open side, and they are going to have to try and push on along. But with that, of course, we see HR, Hellranger, also taking a knock. He is trying to bring down Freestyle, and Freestyle is also retaliating for the same, but they are taking too many fights right now. Hellraisers, they have themselves in the crosshairs of so many teams. How exactly are they going to be able to walk away from the situation, walk away from the small little sewer area? It's going to be really difficult. With that, they've already lost 2 players, and they've only got 2 more remaining, Ninja and Roni.
But the bad thing is, they're taking some fights but could not able to convert that knocks or, convert that knocks into some kills because they already got 1 kill. I'm still wondering that how do they have any different plan to get out from this situation?
Exactly, and with that you move on towards PES right here, which again has, the rotation has certainly worked in their favor, but right now they're taking a fight against the likes of Magnus, and Magnus have 2 people knocked down. They have a 4-man army right now, and that could very well be detrimental for the likes of PES because they only have 2 men surviving. Trying to push on along in the open is not going to be able to work in your favor, and with that, this is incredible play coming in from the likes of Magnus, where they had 11 kills. Now that will move on down towards almost 13-14 kills.
Yeah, meanwhile, Portal Esports taking exit on 6th position, and Magnus Adil is not stopping, still trying to dish out some damage, and he could able to do that, but could not able to get a knock. And he just, hiding behind that drop, and he's very close to the players of Freestyle. 1 grenade, and he can eliminate a whole team.
Well, he certainly can, but again, when you talk about last man surviving for the team, the only thing that you ought to be doing is become the leash from any other team, right? Just try and be on the back end of that team. Do not give away your position. Do not give away any of the sound cues. And right now, of course, the best part for him that's working out is this perfect airdrop because it has the perfect cover for him. There's no idea from FS, and so all he's going to do is wait it out.
What a grenade coming from the side of Skips, and he just got a knock. And Freestyle, they're not looking in a good position because they're already outside of the zone. They have to move inside the zone. Meanwhile, they have to give revive to Zoltar, and 1 more player, Tyrant, got knocked out, and only 1 player. 1 player just last hope for team Freestyle.
Wow, this is just phenomenal. Magnus certainly taking down this team. This is just cray. Magnus moving to 14 kills as of now. They do know that there is Star as well as Hellraisers on towards those suicide, but are they going to be able to move it along in their favor? Because now they're going to have to give away this red support that they had and walk into the open, where indeed all the other teams are probably going to be ready. If not all the other teams, well, Star is certainly going to be ready.
Yeah, Star is certainly being ready. Meanwhile, on the 5th position, Freestyle got eliminated, and Hellraiser still surviving. They are, they got good position, the circle, and slowly and steadily from the players from Star, they are just moving inside the circle, just making cover of that, using that the utilities, the smoke into their favor. But Zyro, his position got revealed, and he is running into the open, just prone down at the right time, surviving on 10% HP.
Wow, this is just phenomenal. Star certainly taking the first. Okay, this is going to be a bit tough for Star, actually. This is going to be a really, really tough situation for Star. If at all anything, MG, the Magnus approach is working in perfectly because they are trying to focus on keeping all 4 members of their team alive. You've got ESN, which is, of course, Esports Nation, Wahid, all by himself. Nobody knows where he's at. And Hellraisers, well, they are, of course, just stuck in those trenches. They know as soon as they start peeking, as soon as they start opening fire or start using utilities, they are going to be in a soup. Meanwhile,
Oreo is not stopping. The players of MGS, they are not stopping. Got 1 more, knock from the player of Stars, and 1 more grenade to confirm that kill. And the last player survived from Star. It's Fury for how much time he can survive because the zone is also closing in. He got only 10% HP. And right now he's healing up, and another grenade from Oreo, and only 3 teams are left.
Absolutely. I mean, the approach that Magnus has taken right now, this is certainly going to be their game. If at all anything, Ninja and Ronnie need to come online and just showcase a little bit more of utility usage, because they are just sitting ducks over there. And with that, of course, mark my word, they have started using the utilities, because now the conversation is going to be, well, the utilities are certainly on point, but for how long? Because again, it is a 4v2 situation right there, where indeed ESN only thing that they want to do is be able to survive for the longest time that they possibly can. And right now, from the looks of it, it certainly is going to be Ronnie taking another hit, Ninja taking another hit, and with those grenades rocking on into the center of that sewer, this is probably the end of Hellraiser.
Yeah, this is probably the end of Hellraiser. Meanwhile, Wahid coming into action, knocked out Adil and confirmed his skill instantly. And right now, Magnus just get down only 3. They got only 3 men alive, and Weekend just eliminated Esports Nation on the 3rd person round. It's fight between 2 teams, which is Magnus versus Hellraisers.
Absolutely. This is a 3v2 situation once again, and that small little ESN blunder has resulted in giving Hellraisers a bit more time. That has resulted in them getting their heal back on. And of course, right now the conversation is going to be how exactly are they going to be walking towards this push, because as soon as they start popping their heads, they know they would have given the information away. With that, of course, ESN push that came in has resulted in Magnus losing the hand, because they know that there is a team down there. They know there are 2 players, but where exactly are they?
And right now they're just throwing some random smokes and random grenades as well. This is going to help him a lot, but I don't know how much. Meanwhile, Weekend, he got the AUG with the level 3 fresh kit. He can do wonders with that, and right now taking some painkillers, and after some time he's going to get almost 100% HP.
Well, this is interesting turn of events where indeed, I mean, Magnus, they have the upper hand advantage. They could very well start utilizing that advantage in their favor, but we see the smoke wall is being brought in right here, and maybe with that, maybe Ninja and Ronnie are going to try and push on along, and they certainly do. They step up on top, and with that, Ninja falling back, it is no questions asked. Ronnie is already at the edge of the circle, and he is not going to be able to survive for long. Already gone down, 3v1 situation, 2v1 situation, knocked out, and it is over. It was supposed to be over 2 minutes ago had Magnus pushed, but with that, of course, Magnus taking a wonderful chicken dinner in the final game.
And how many kills Oreo got? Because when we are casting the game, Oreo he got almost 6 to 4.